vitamin water. Yeah, it's vitamin water. And this is a beer.
Okay.
Look at the cup! It's half boom! Oh my gosh. Alright.
Yeah, so. Go ahead. You start the first one.
What do you want to talk
Then
about
we can
first?
do my segment anytime.
Alright. Well, I mean, if we're going to go ahead and be on the subject of beer, we may as well talk about how Bud Light became the official beer of League of Legends. And that opens the door to, like, many other corporations. I think that those begin to start.
What is it? I don't know if I want to. I want to say swear words. Like I don't want to have to edit them all out.
Yeah, let's just try.
I think you know what. Like, no one's gonna watch our podcast right now. The first, like, I think when you're starting off, it doesn't matter, right? It's not gonna be monetized.
Well, yeah, it's not. No, none of this is
Alright.
monetized straight up.
Fuck Bud Light.
Yeah.
Tastes like piss.
I don't like Bud Light either.
If you're having your first beer, don't have it be Bud Light.
Yeah, no. Do what my best friend did to me, and he gave me like the most complicated brew possible. It was a quadruple. Can't remember what it was called. It had some crazy name. Either way, I do know that my favorite beer is called Straf Hendrix.
Strap Hendrix.
Yep.
Okay.
Straf Hendrix. It's a quadruple beer. It's about 14%, 14.5. Tastes really freaking good. And they aged that thing on a wine barrel, dude.
No, what I think. It's unsponsored promotion for Crown Royale maple whiskey. If you ever find it, try it.
Crown Royale. Maple?
The maple whiskey, it's so good. It used to be in Ralph's, and I bought it like 3 times, and then they just stopped carrying it for some reason.
No shit.
Yeah. Like the honey whiskeys are ass.
Yeah,
Maple
most of
whiskey's
them
good.
are. Honey whiskeys are ass. Like, really. They really are.
Irish car bombs are bomb. Alright. What is it fucking okay. Back to on topic.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so while we're on that topic, you know, what do you think is going to happen to, like, LCS and stuff? You know, we usually have, like, in other sports, I don't know if you've ever watched NASCAR.
A little bit.
You know, but
Yeah,
you know how
they got, like,
every car has a different fucking logo.
Every car,
on it.
everyone's like suit
Yeah.
has like 25 logos on it.
Exactly. You think it's going to happen by the individual, or do you think it's going to happen by the team? Kind of like they do for NFL and stuff like that.
I think it would be more team. No, I'm not sure. Because there are like... Because it's not as many players as like an NFL team.
Right.
Or like an NBA team with like, I think 22 and maybe like 40 or something on a NFL team. But there are definitely like... There's like a superstar, like 2 or 3 superstars in the LCS like every year. And they would definitely bring in like they might like be greedy and be like, this is my money. But I don't know like how much control the coach and the managers have over it.
Yeah,
when
individual.
they would be pulling the sponsorships.
Right.
You know, like Logitech already sponsored Bjergsen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if it was their whole team, but I know it was Bjergsen.
No, it was Bjergsen. You're right. It was specifically Bjergsen. And then, like, there's other stuff that goes on with other famous players. Like,
and then it might be safer to like different game, but like you think about like Ninja, he was super hot, and then he just fucked up like twice, and then he also like wasn't the best in the world anymore, and then he's just gone.
yeah, he just kind of like faded out real quickly.
So sponsors might like want to be with a team rather than a player.
You're probably right about that.
Because if it's a team and then one person fucks up, you can just like punish the person.
Yeah.
But if it's you're sponsoring the person, then it's like that's it. Your brand is like taking a hit.
Your whole brand takes a hit. You're right. It was like Ninja was Red Bull, right?
Red
Bull sponsored him.
I don't know.
You don't know? I'm pretty okay. Well, I'm almost 100% certain that it was Red Bull that sponsored Ninja. Like he had a freaking fridge, and he was all about it with like 30 Red Bulls in it, drinking them and literally pumping them down his damn throat every damn day. Like I'm pretty sure he was like that. Not to mention the whole. What the fuck you say to me, you little shit? While he was hyped up on Red Bull, dude. Like that dude was pumping way too many, man. Literally, like he's got like a Red Bull band on and everything. He's like, "What the fuck you say to me, you little shit?" That's.
I think that was like the start of the end of his career.
But like everyone knows him for that, and now it's hilarious. You know.
Yeah.
If you were to like meet him now and you would do that, he would like go back at it and joke about it with you.
You think so?
Yeah, dude. There was a meme about it. Oh,
no, yeah, I remember all the memes.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if he would be butthurt about it or not.
No, dude, like literally there was literally a recent one. I think I was on.
Is he still like
TikTok?
Is he still successful? I know he's not at the top anymore.
No, he's not the top, but he's still a very, viable solo streamer. On Mixer right now, like it's just not anywhere near the height of his Twitch,
Okay.
But he's there. He has presence, Poor guy, dude. Poor fucking guy.
He's not poor. He's
I'm fucking rich. What the hell are we talking about? That dude doesn't worry about anything.
At least 30 mil in the bank.
Not to mention all
Probably
they
way more.
put away and stuff. Let's see. Yeah. Other notes on gaming. You heard about the League fighting game coming out?
You're not talking about Teamfight Tactics, right?
No. Teamfight Tactics isn't the game that they're releasing. Not to mention that they already did it for PC, but
I didn't even play Teamfight Tactics.
No. What I'm talking about is just a fighting game that they did like do a small preview for. This might come out next year, I think, or even maybe late this year. I'm not too sure about when it's going to be released. They kept very quiet about it, but there's like quite a bit of ramble going on about the fighting game in the fighting game community about that game, specifically.
I saw like an open world game. I didn't see a fighting game.
You saw an open world game too?
Yeah, they were talking about an open world game.
What?
It looked really cool.
Okay.
It looked like kind of what you think of like think of like Super Mario 64. Do you remember that game? It was like open world 3 dimensions.
Yeah.
Kind of like that, but like today's graphics and like League characters in it, just like like a Blitzcrank hook just shooting out and like.
I did see that. Okay, I did see a Blitzcrank in one of the shoots, but that was like a over the head, like an over the top camera. No,
it was I think it was second person.
Second.
At least what they were showing.
That's the thing.
Yeah, I think they're making an open. I'm pretty sure they're making an open world game. And they release it on like Xbox and PS and everything.
Right. Huh. I know that they're coming out with the shooter too. Right? Right games? Yeah. They're working on a shooter.
I don't know about that.
You didn't know about that?
They're just trying to turn it into everything, I guess.
It looks like they're gonna make a game for every genre. Like,
I feel like only like so many of them could actually like be successful though.
But it's still smart for them to tackle every side.
Yeah.
And see which ones actually do become successful.
Yeah, and they definitely have the resources now to
try
it.
Definitely. And it all came from one game, imagine that. One fucking game.
They could just keep doing League for another like 50 years and they'd be like still making dummy money.
Maybe, huh? What do you think's gonna happen with VR in them? You think they're gonna have any involvement?
Like, definitely, but I don't think right away.
Like, I did hear that they were gonna have some VR involvement in the shooter with first person. I just don't know if they might do it with anything else.
What was that? The thing with VR shooting is that it's so much more accurate than like a joystick.
Yeah.
But it feels weird at first. But
it
makes the game so easy that they have to put in handicaps to make it feel like fun, like challenging.
Because in real life, I mean, the challenge is actually just staying alive. Like, you played paintball, right?
Like only twice.
it's fucking hard to not get shot. Like, it's literally shoot first or be shot.
I don't know.
Like,
It was kind of. I was just like hiding behind I'd hide behind some trees.
You know,
Shoot, but it was just dumb little kids.
but like in shooter games, you get like 10 seconds to assess somebody, or like 3. You know, like, oh, I see how that guy running by. You know, but in real life, in a paintball game, oh shit, I see something. You're already fucking shooting at him. You know, it's just that's just how it is. Even if you can't reach them, you're still shooting at them.
What would they do with VR with that?
I have no idea, dude. Like, if they end up with some more Overwatch shit, or if I would originally call it some more Team Fortress crap, I'm not gonna play that game for shit, dude. Like, I'm tired of that stuff. Like, I was over it after Team Fortress, and then they went ahead and made Overwatch, and that got old real fast. And look how it's doing now. It's like literally a dying.
Overwatch?
Yeah. It's a dying.
What's the new one? Apex Legends?
Apex Legends. Or we call
I saw
it.
it. I remember that came out of nowhere. Just everyone was like playing it on their fucking Xbox.
That's true. Apex Legends was probably one of the most anticipated surprise releases. You get me? It was a surprise at the same time, but like people knew about it. We knew it was coming out. Like you could read it on like forums and everything like that. That Apex Legends was going to come. It's supposed to be a Titanfall game, you know, but they gave us that. We gamers in general, like, we hopped on it real fucking fast. We enjoyed Titanfall. Titanfall's mechanics, the way they shoot, the way you run around, all that shit feels fluid. You know, it was a great game. And we're still expecting, like, Titanfall 4. I don't know if it's going to come out. If they're going to do it.
Honestly, man, like, the only game I really play is, like, League. Like, I used to play, like, a lot of games. Like, I remember, like, back in the days of, like, Assassin's Creed.
Oh.
Like, just, like, beating the story mode, and then, like, you remember how you could, like, buy stuff?
Yeah.
I would just go around, do every single side mission, all those little feather fucking things that chase those around. I was, like, the richest motherfucker in that whole world. I owned, like, everything. It got to the point where, like, once you get, like, really ahead, and you, like, know the mechanics really well, like, I would just, like, start a fight with the whole city, like, all the guards. I wouldn't even kill them. I just, like, punch this guy, run over here, punch another guy, and they get, like, 10, like, crowds on me, and then after a while, like, you just kill somebody, and then they run away.
That's insane.
That and, like,
You heard of Set that came out?
MW3. Set?
Yeah.
The new champ?
The new champ that came out for the league?
People are saying he's so overpowered. I think he's not.
No, he's really not. He's so easy to kite.
Yeah, he's easy to kite. He doesn't, like, he gets ridiculously tanky, but that's only when he's, like, 4 items in, and then, like, full build, he gets really fucking tanky.
Yeah.
And then the thing with his, is it his Q that does the cone damage?
No, it's his W.
His W?
It's like the whole grit retaliation thing.
Yeah, the thing with his W is, like, one, whatever damage he's dealing, he has to take it first. So, like, he has to be, like full health, at least half health, to, like be able for that to be really viable. And then also, like, it only does a ton of damage if it hits you in that cone.
Right.
Like, that thin little, the center of the cone. And that's when it's true damage. If not, then it's not really going to hurt you. Unless you're, like, I don't know, a Jinx.
Yeah, the thing, it's super easy to just, like, dodge, right?
Yeah, sidestep it.
Yeah, you could sidestep the crap out of it, especially if you're close to him. You can just walk behind him. You know, and that's the people.
That's how I dodge, like, Scion. Like, Scion's been just walk
it
past
feels
him.
like
If he's close, walk past. If you're far, just walk back.
Yup, it's like a Scion Q. You're right, straight up. Except it does true damage in the center.
Yeah.
You know, and that's easy to dodge, like, all around. I think if you have mobility that surpasses it, or like
any kind of dash, blink.
Dash, blink, move.
I mean,
shoot, Teemo destroys him. Have you seen what he's done?
Nah, I haven't played versus
Teemo destroys Set. Like,
Teemo destroys Mordekaiser.
He's just so fucking fast. Set can't even touch him, dude. And he has no mobility spells. What is Set supposed to do? He has...
All he has is, like, he can try and ult.
Yeah, that's about it.
Him.
And that's it. You can't burst him because he could still just sidestep the fucking W and then just walk away and then blind you with any other damage you're trying to do. Like, it's pretty sad what Teemo does to Set. You see this big ass buff dude, you know, wins every fucking arena, but you get your
That's the
ass.
whole dude. I'm a Timo main, man. That's like that's what Timo does. Like, oh, you think you're hot shit? Not
Yeah, you
today.
think you're hot shit,
Not
and then
today.
you get your ass beat by a fucking giant
little
midget
rat.
hamster.
A midget.
You know, like, fucking so bad, dude. I get furry. Always the tiny furry midget that beats the fucking adult furries and shit. That's just how it is in that world, huh?
Yeah.
Fuck that, dude. No. Mama's boy getting his ass beat by a fucking furry, dude. Oh wait, he's a furry.
Timo?
No, Set.
Is that really?
Set's a fucking
They
furry.
they made him a furry in his lore.
Dude, I mean, he's a fucking, a stallion or some shit like that.
I mean, every League of Legends player wants to smash a Ahri. Doesn't make everyone a furry. That makes them like bottom tier furry. Like the lowest tier furries, like you're a furry. She's a fox.
Yeah. Oh, now I feel dirty. Oh. I'm a furry?
You're like bottom tier.
No! No! Alright, hey man, you can't blame me for that. I'm pretty sure, like, even the girls want to smash Ari, alright? It's just like, that's just a thing.
I wasn't never like that into.
You're gonna tell me Ari pop up in front of you.
I'm like, she looks nice, but like I was more like I like the splash art of like Bunny Ribbon splash art where she's basically just like turn around, her ass is all fat.
Oh my god. This dude was the Playboy magazine type. I swear to God. Alright, well, if we're gonna go on
I
about.
just like them thick.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
It's a Gragas man. Remember that.
Gragas,
Gragas man.
slim thick,
Slim thick. Greg is just fat.
yeah, he husky.
Oh yeah. Dude, you have like 12 different drinks. I swear, you got Coors, coffee, emergency. Because everybody's getting sick nowadays. Especially me. I think it's been about a month, right? Everybody
Did
gets
you get a
sick.
flu shot?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah, none of us have gotten
We're
flu
stupid.
shots.
Get a flu shot. You're
Yeah.
watching this? Go get a flu shot.
Yeah, go get a fucking flu
What are you,
shot.
stupid?
Stupid anti-vax people. Fuck's your problem?
Idiot.
God damn it, dude. They're fucking $10. $10.
If you have like Kaiser or like medical insurance, it's usually free. You just have to go there.
If you had a kid that was born in Kaiser, it's still free. Just
Really?
go get it. They'll fucking waive it. They need you alive to take care of that kid. Literally.
I didn't know that, but I guess so.
I bet
Go
you.
get your shot.
Probably shouldn't have told you that. But still, get your fucking vaccine shots, you goddamn idiots.
Fucking retarded.
Fucking swear. Fucking shit, dude. And your parents tell you some bullshit like it gives you autism. Are you fucking stupid? That sounds like an autistic thing to say.
I mean, that's just like a whole conversation, but like, there have been like. So if you take like 100 kids, like one, like 25 millionth of them will get some side effect, not necessarily autism, from like a vaccine shot. But if you look at like measles, like how many kids would die from measles, and then it only takes like a couple kids. This is better if it's drawn out. So maybe if I'm not lazy, I'll put up a little chart here. But just imagine there's like 100 dots, and then some of the dots are like red. If there's one red dot, then that kid could get measles and die. But all the other kids around him are vaccinated, so they most likely won't get it. But if there's multiple kids that are unvaccinated, it can spread faster, and then it will spread throughout the group. So the more people that are unvaccinated, the more people get measles, and then measles will kill like 1 in 50 maybe, 1 in 20, especially like maybe nowadays with like modern, if they like get into the hospital, they'll like drop it to like 1 out of 100. But 1 out of 100 is way.
Still guarantees someone to lose somebody.
It's way less than like 1 in like
10.
25 million.
Oh, okay.
Just to have some side effect. That's
No.
why like it's smart to have it. Also, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Circumcision.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so it's bullshit, right?
Right.
Like,
yeah, but it's snipping off your fucking dick
cutting,
skin's gonna do something.
They're just cutting baby dicks. So the past year, alright, so this is pretty close. I don't know if it's accurate to like the 1, but it's accurate to like the number of hundreds. So 225 like babies died from getting circumcisions. And a circumcision, all it does is just, it cuts off a little bit of your dick. And it kind of made sense back in like biblical times, because it's like everyone can't shower all the time. So it'll like, it helps like keep your dick clean, I guess. But nowadays, everyone has a shower. Just go shower. Like, babies are dying just to have everyone's pee-pee cut off, because it's just something that people decided to do before, and we still do it today. And then like even a higher number, so like 225 babies die from getting their pee-pees cut off, because it'll get like infected, and then they'll die. And then like it was in like the thousands number of like thousands of babies have to get their dicks amputated, so they don't have a dick anymore, because it'll get infected and they have to amputate it so the baby doesn't die. Just for like a cosmetic, meaning like it doesn't have a real benefit. It just changes the way it looks. And now your baby's pee-pee's smaller. How do you think he's gonna feel when he grows up?
Oh my god. How do you think the ones are gonna feel without a dick at all? You just said you had to have it amputated.
Well, it's like hundreds of millions every year.
Oh, dude, man.
Like,
no.
Lost like 1/12 of their pee-pee, and then like thousands lose their pee-pee, and then like a couple hundred every year are like dying from circumcision.
All from parents who believed it was better to have their...
Well, it's just because, like, the doctor comes in and you're just some, like, regular person.
I'm just
and
trying to think, like...
You should get your kid in. You should get him circumcised.
Why?
It's just because it's like why?
What's so hard about just fucking pulling the skin back and scrubbing the dick?
Fucking get some soap in there.
Get some fucking soap. Wash it up. Stretch out your dick. Get a nice scrub in.
Wait, are you circumcised?
No, dude.
Oh, dude.
Hell no, dude. Hell no. I never needed to be. Never will want to be. I don't know why the fuck you need to be.
I don't know, man. I have mixed feelings about it. I am.
Let me go ahead and say this right now, because if you're circumcised, I don't know how the fuck it is you can get a full-size boner without, like, literally ripping your skin apart. Because
maybe it's just like, I don't know.
Like, that extra skin, dude, this is going to sound super weird. This is straight up R-rated. This is going to sound so off the chart. This is completely off the books.
To put a parental advisory.
But, like, straight up, that extra skin to me, dude, it was literally, like, extra growth room. I don't know how to explain it to you.
I can see that.
Like... I could, if I was circumcised, I think like literally the top part about 2 inches in would just rip when I get a boner. If I didn't fucking have that extra skin, dude.
I don't know the science behind it, man. Maybe it's like you know when you like start getting boners at like a preteen or whatever. Maybe that just like pushes it and it just like stretches out like more and more and more.
Yeah, and maybe that's what the fucking foreskin is in the first place.
Yeah.
It's stretched up skin, maybe?
It's just like, foreskin's like extra skin.
Yeah, well, that extra skin is being completely and 100% utilized, I'll tell you what. But I swear to God.
That's like, I fuck.
If I didn't have that, I could not stress the fact that I would probably be very uncomfortable with having a boner. And if not, it would probably be like one of those curved boners.
Oh, like a little.
Because I didn't have the skin to let it stretch straight.
Okay.
You get me?
Yeah.
Think of it like a balloon. Like, if you didn't have that extra skin to inflate the balloon, it wouldn't get that far.
Yeah. I mean, I can kind of see it, but I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't know how it works.
I'm not a doctor.
I'm not a doctor. We're not doctors.
I mean, I'm not.
You should still get a flu shot, though.
Yeah, don't do what I did. I've been sick for like the past 5 days.
Yeah,
Ever since the interview?
I was sick for like a week.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
A full week, huh?
It was over a week actually. It was maybe like 9 days.
For me, it's like the come down already. It's like this is the 5th day,
I don't
6th
know.
day.
It's like okay, you already had like the fake come down, right?
Yeah, the fake come down was 2 days ago, where I thought I was fine, and then I went to the PC cafe and it was like cool. Everyone was like, "Hey, you're back. You look better." I'm like, "Yeah," and then towards the end of the fucking night, my ass was dying. You know, I get back home next day, the headache's back and absolutely everything. I'm about ready to throw up. You know, coughing up blood and phlegm, and then all this other random shit. And it just literally feels like everything's just ripped out of my chest.
Mm.
Off topic. It's for later.
All right,
What do you think about presidential candidates? Is there anyone you like?
dude. Right now, like, I've been so focused on league. You know, I haven't even paid attention to the candidates except for the fact that something about Bernie and that one lady calling each other liars and shit.
Oh, I mean, Bernie's gonna get like the problem with Bernie is that he's trying to be like I stand against like the establishment, blah blah blah, like they're the problem, blah blah blah. But then he went to the what is it called, the DNC, like the Democratic Party, and then like he did a video with them, and then he had to pay them like $1 million to be in some video with all the other candidates. So he's standing right side by side by all like the establishment people, and then he's like, so basically he's like he's standing with them, and then like so supporting them as like a party, and standing right next to billionaires when he's claiming billionaires are the problem. So like what he really needs to do is just be like, hey, like I'm not doing this shit. Like, hey, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Like I'm standing up against you, but he's just not doing that. Like if he went like all out, like hardcore, he'd probably like stomp. He'd stomp Trump.
He'd stomp. Let's see. Okay, the thing is,
but he's not gonna do that. So like stomps it. I think
he can't.
Like
he'll be just like completely unrecognized all the way around on media. Like they control all that shit, dude. Like,
nah, I mean they do not. They control it to some extent, but like think about how like Trump won, like his first presidency.
Yeah,
they hated it.
They did.
They hated it, and he just used that against them.
Yeah, literally.
That's how he gained popularity and notoriety by like using them to like do his bidding. Like he just said outrageous things all the time, and people are like, "Oh my god, look what Trump said. He shouldn't be president." And everyone like starts hearing his name more and more and more, and they're like, "Hey, maybe I should be like listening into this Trump guy." Like everyone's talking about him, and then everyone's like, "Oh." And then once it comes close to election date, he like steps away from everything crazy, and now he's being more moderate. And then everyone's listening to him, and then he pulls in more and more votes.
Let's see. Oh, I had to ask you that. Isn't Bernie trying to do something with universities?
He wants to make universities free, but like the thing is, like
I think that's a bad idea. Like overall, I mean, don't do drugs.
Drugs? You can do drugs.
Don't do drugs.
You can do drugs.
Don't do drugs. Trust me.
You just have to do them responsibly.
Hell no, dude. You ever read a fucking report just straight up high as fuck on shrooms?
Read a what?
Straight up full report while you're high as fuck on shrooms.
Read a what?
I wrote a philosophical report
Oh.
while my ass was fucked up on shrooms. And I gave it to my professor, and he was like, wow. I'm like, what did I write again? I don't even know what I wrote. I gave him the paper, and he loved it. Absolutely loved it. Swore I was going to be a professor one day. Hell no, dude. Hell no. I was high as fuck. Don't do drugs.
Like, don't do anything like, don't do heroin, don't do crack.
Don't do anything that isn't like already naturally made.
For legal reasons, we do not support drugs.
I do not condone the
unless prescribed by a doctor.
Oh, that's okay. I don't know what doctor you got that prescribed you drugs.
Nah, I mean like you could have like a car crash, have back pain, and then get prescribed opiates.
Oh, that's true.
But honestly, don't even take those opiates.
Don't even. Yeah,
because you're gonna end up doing heroin later on.
Yeah, you're gonna get hooked.
When your prescription runs out, you're just gonna go do heroin.
Man, don't get stuck under big pharma's.
That's how the epidemic started.
Yeah, dude. All that shit started like that, really. Big pharma's always been there, man.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
You gonna tell that to them?
They already know. Kanye told them like 5 years ago. I just want them to remember.
He's not lying.
He's really good at painting now.
He was.
Like, you should look that up. Now he does painting now.
What?
Like, after his presidency, he just did a bunch of painting and then he would sell them and then like donate it to charity.
I don't understand how people can be this good and then be so bad at the same time. Like, what the fuck is wrong?
Like, he's surprisingly good.
Like, oh yeah.
He's surprisingly good at painting.
I have the only blood cells capable of curing cancer, but, you know, I'm not giving it to anybody that's, like, Anglo-Saxon white, you know, like, straight up saying some shit like that, or I'm not giving them to any Latino or any black. I can't see somebody singling out.
I just kind of like some Picasso stuff.
Really?
Like, you see him, like, right there? Like, these are all his paintings, and then the one right there, you can see him painting it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. No shit. Like, did he, like... Wait a minute. This is the same guy. This is the same fucking president that smoked weed behind everyone's back, dude.
Yeah, the same guy who hanged out at the ranch all the time.
Yeah, we fucking knew he was getting high.
The same guy who, like big, what is it? Same guy who, like, the people around the world was like,
he straight up
take away their rights, do the Patriot Act.
He straight up looks like he would just smoke a bowl and watch some Bob Ross videos for like 12 hours a day. Like,
that's probably where this came from.
You know what the fuck? That's what I'm saying. That's where his painting skills probably came from, dude. Literally smoked a whole fucking eighth with maybe like his secretary and was just like, go ahead and put in episode 12, Bob Ross. I want to see him make some money.
I like pastels.
Swear to God, dude. I really think that's what he was doing. This whole presidency. Like, it's some bullshit like that, dude. Oh, who's on call? Tell him I got a meeting with
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross.
Senator Bob Ross.
Senator Bob Ross. You know, like, I don't know, man. I was a kid when he was president, I think.
Yeah, what is it? We both were.
Yeah, we were
the same age.
Yeah. Oh, I'm 24 now.
Oh, no way.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind, you're older than me.
Yeah, I look young, but I'm old.
You're, Alright, when Obama became president, what was that, 08? It was 08, right?
It was 08.
I was in 4th grade, and they made us write a paper, and I was just like, this is so great that, like, this is the first black president. But, like, I didn't know what the hell I was talking about. Like, I was, what, like, 4th grade? So I was like, oh, no, 6.
You were still trying to comprehend what a president was.
I was like 9.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what a president was.
Yeah.
But I just, like, kind of had, like, the grasp of, like, what they wanted me to write.
I think the whole 08, when they were doing Obama, I was cheering the fuck out of him. Because
it was a cool concept, but then he came in and, like, he didn't really do anything different.
Like, he couldn't.
He
at the end of the day, they're all just...
bombed Syria worse than Trump has.
Hey, but he won that shit.
Nah. I mean, it's just kind of weird how they swing support to one.
This is the fucked side about war. I'd rather bomb people than have our boys not come back home.
So you're like more about like the us over them?
Yeah, us over them any day.
Tribal mentality.
Always. Every day. No matter what. Because if I were to choose any of my guild members, you know, to fight a battle, and you guys are forced between a 12-day attrition battle or a 1 day of me just saying, fucking bomb them. You know? Yeah. Not even, like it's just 10 minutes.
I mean, like, when it comes down to, like, that, like, yeah. Like, I'm kind of, like, with you on that. The only thing is just, like, if you look at, like, all, like, if you look at wars going all the way back to, like, after the Cold War, everything has just been about oil. It hasn't been about peace or, like, it hasn't been about, like really stretching out, like, freedoms to other countries. It's just been about oil. Like, everything in the Middle East is just about oil.
Yeah, you're right.
So, like, even though it's, like...
It's still fucked because...
Even though we, like, bomb the shit out of them, it's not like we're bombing the shit out of them to, like, really protect freedom. Maybe, like...
It's the fucking rich people, really.
It's just for oil.
It's for rich people, dude. We don't want the oil.
Yeah, and it's also about oil. Like, companies like Boeing.
Yeah.
Like, we started a war with Iran. then the government contracts Boeing and like 2 other companies for like a budget of like 85 billion or $84 billion, and then that's $84 billion of work for Boeing.
That is a lot of work.
That's like a whole new industry. Like the music industry is what, like 100 billion maybe?
Dude, that's straight up an introduction to a full-fledged worldwide industry.
Yeah, it's like a small nation's whole economy.
Yeah, exactly.
Just from like the start war with Iran, and then you can like, and then you'll contract Boeing, and then like, I mean, you think about it, like, I forgot who said it, but someone said like the only politicians who get rich while in office are criminals. Like if you think about it, like that's one reason like Hillary didn't win is because like how are you that rich and like been a lifetime politician? It has to be from backroom deals. The same reason why Putin is like one of the world's richest men.
Right.
Corrupt as hell.
Yeah, it's just straight up corruption.
Yeah. No one trusts them. Like no one you don't trust Putin, do you? You wouldn't like have Putin babysit your kids. Mm-hmm. Same thing with Hillary.
Unless it was a favor.
A favor?
And then
man, she's gonna touch your kids.
No,
or she's gonna sacrifice them to the goats.
Talking about Putin.
Putin?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Hey man, Putin knows you a favor, and you chose it to be your kids. I don't know what you're doing, but you know if Putin knows you a favor, that's a lot of power.
Oh, Putin knows you a favor?
Yeah.
Makes your kids the new vice chairman of defense?
Yeah, why the fuck not? Fuck it. They're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Us over them any day.
I don't know. It's just so much corruption. Even like Trump is corruption too. Like he he gave his companies to his kids. But that's not really like enough separation, because then right after you can just take them right back. And then what are his companies? What is it? I forgot exactly the details, but basically the gist of it was that the U.S. like gave like some Syrian group like a couple $100 million in weapons, and then that group paid one of his hotels like $300 million in like fees, bookings, lodging.
The fuck?
Yeah.
$300 million.
The only thing about like Trump is he just like
he just
does everything so like out in the open.
Yeah.
And then after a while, people are just like, this is Trump.
But you know what he's doing.
Yeah, you know what he's doing. Like, you know what he's doing more. Like with like Hillary, like you don't really know.
Yeah, there's a lot of under the table shit that would happen.
You know about like the emails and like other stuff like that.
But that's because she was exposed.
Yeah, just because she got caught.
Yeah.
Like you don't know how many other things didn't happen. With Trump, you're like, yeah, I pretty much know everything this guy's doing.
Yeah, you know.
Especially since like he says half of that shit just like blatantly on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like he said like, what is it? They were like, why are we still in Afghanistan? And then like a regular president would be like, we're there to like protect the peace, and we need to protect the citizens there. Trump's just like, oh, we're just there for the oil. We need to protect the oil. Straight up said that on Twitter. I mean, that's the reason. That's the real reason why.
Yo, at least he's telling us. Yeah.
He's like, nah, I'm here for the oil.
You know, I honestly have like this thought that it could be that the presidents literally are puppets at this point. Because
they definitely could be.
You know, and then Trump is slowly just trying to leak.
I mean, maybe at the beginning, it could have been like, I think at the very beginning, like George Washington up until, who knows, maybe like Jefferson, like the president really held like the power. But
nowadays, not really.
Nowadays, I think that they have the potential to hold the power, but then you're gonna have to like really watch your ass on like
because the assassins will be in
assassinations.
Yeah.
Like you eat some sandwich at a 7-Eleven and then it happens like they poisoned you, or like they'll try and like dig something up and like impeach you, or there's tons of like blackmail, and if not blackmail, most people just fall to bribes.
Yeah, they do. It's kind of fucked. Like people will choose the money over progress any day.
Yeah, it's kind of like what happened to Obama. He was talking all about progress. I think he did have like genuine intentions to do that, and then once he got into office,
he couldn't do anything.
8 years, all he did was Obamacare, and then kind of failed anyways.
Yeah, it did.
I mean, he did Obamacare, and they bombed the shit out of the Middle East.
Still, like I said, the whole make sure that our boys come back home, I think it's really important. Because most of them are literally out there for 12 months at a time, 10 months at a time.
No, I think it's shorter.
So how long are they?
I
out
think
there?
it's 3 to 6 month deployments.
3 to 6
Unless
months.
it's at a time of war, then you could be out there for like a year or longer.
Yeah.
But like a real war, not just like a little war with Afghanistan.
Not our small shit.
But I think 3 to 6 month deployments are like
Those
standard now. They
okay.
shortened it in like maybe like 15 years ago.
Okay. Alright. Still, like having people out there over and over again, like there's someone bound to die.
I mean, yeah, there's gonna be deaths, and then like the messed up part is like I completely support the troops. I think individually, like all of you guys are great. It's not something I want to do, but like I have a lot of respect for that. I just don't like how most of the time nowadays you're not out there, like you go out there to like fight to protect like your nation's values, your friends and family, to like keep them safe at home. And then really what you're doing out there is just fighting for oil, fighting to create work for like companies like Boeing. Like you're really just fighting to make
you're not fighting for
richer.
the values anymore. You're fighting for someone else's pocket now, dude.
Yeah, and then it's like we need a military, so like we need them there just in case like a situation arises. But for the most part, they're not being utilized that way. They're just being utilized for money.
They're being fucking tools.
So they're just like good soldiers are dying
for
oil,
for some stupid shit.
Yeah, for oil and natural resources, like ore and minerals.
It's so dumb, dude.
Yeah,
it's fucking retarded. Like, what it means to be a soldier now has the same value, but we're being used.
They're just being used in a bad way.
Yeah, they're just being used in a completely wrong way. And we have much better training now.
Oh yeah, of course. Like better training, better technology.
Yup.
Like back in the day, if you got shot or like your arm blown off, they basically just give you a shot of painkiller and be like, you can die peacefully now. Nowadays, they can actually save you. And then there's even like really good prosthetics now. They're just getting better and better.
You got people running out there with bionic arms now, with legs and shit.
Yeah.
It fucking works. You seen people climbing the whole... I don't know if you've seen that one meme. Dude's like got 2 prosthetic legs, and he's like, he has no legs, what's your excuse? And he's climbing the mountain, and then the guy's comment was,
like, his legs are better than mine.
No. His legs won't hurt, mine will. That's what the comment was.
What is it? I was thinking about I think those legs with like the the arc ones for running.
Yeah, the sprinters. Yeah.
Sorry.
Shit.
But a guy with I think it was either 1 or 2 prosthetic legs. They wouldn't let him compete in a race because they're like, that gives you an advantage. Like,
Yeah,
that's how good prosthetics are.
That's how good our prosthetics are.
Like you can run better with those than your regular legs.
Yeah.
So what is it? They're made out of carbon fiber.
They don't get fatigue.
They're not gonna get fatigue. They're light as shit. It's built so it's gonna like give you an extra spring on each step.
Yep. Literally, we can evolve our bodies beyond what they are.
Nice. Might as well just cut off your arms and legs, be a cyborg. Get your upgrades every year.
Let me show you about this guy, about his bionic dick that lasted 2 hours with the sex worker.
Bionic?
Yeah, he had a bionic cock. It's for real. Right, so basically, what's going on with AMD and Intel? I think they're gonna push out something pretty strong when they finally release their 10 nanometer. But I feel like that's not necessarily what they're hiding. They might have something else in mind. I mean, they still think they have the presence or capabilities of pushing out, and actually they do. They have a lot of money still. They have a lot of fucking money. I don't see why they wouldn't be hiding something or why they wouldn't be able to just dish out something that completely overwhelms AMD in performance. But AMD is releasing, these new Zen, what is it, 3rd gen now? Zen 3 that's coming out soon.
Mm-hmm.
Their IPC ratings are going up by an extraordinary amount, and they're just overwhelming them on core and clock count. They're better off in every realm of content creation, and gaming isn't really their focus. Intel's been focusing on gaming, as you know. the thing is that they're like only like a 12% or like a 12 to 0%. What's that? Ooh, don't do that. Oh, it's because you're here. Okay. Yeah, it's only like a 10 to 12% frame difference between Intel and AMD, and it's negligible for all the things that you can get with AMD. The ability to multitask on AMD is just much better. Like, for you, example, you're doing videos now, you see, and you play games. Imagine being able to play games, do videos, and literally
it's like what a streamer
render something in the background and still stream it all at once.
It's like a streamer YouTuber.
Yeah, but being able to perform it all at once without having to wait, or do one thing at a time. You can literally do it all at once.
What do you think, like, in maybe like the next year, Intel's going to release something?
I think it's not going to be next year. I think it's going to be like 2024.
Oh, so you think?
Yeah, it's in the long future.
So right now, buy AMD.
Right now, buy AMD. AMD, no doubt about it. Unless Intel wants to punch now, there's no fucking way they're going to catch up right now. Like, I really think 2024 is when they're going to be like, hey, let's show them our 4 nanometer that we've been keeping a secret for a long time.
Okay.
Some shit like that. I really feel that they've been doing that because they've been struggling with 10 nanometer. I'm pretty sure someone made the call to start working on like 4 nanometer or something. I don't think that they would
break that down for them a little bit? People like me who don't really know.
Okay, so as you know, we go through different architecture grades every decade, or like I would say we jump like 3 or 4 every decade. We went from 32 nanometer to 14 nanometer, and here we are in what? Nanometer is the architecture size, so the size of these transistors that are inside of the little chiplets or chips.
Okay.
CPU chips.
Just try and break it down like real basic for everybody.
All right. How small these parts are and how small they are depends how much electricity they use, and then how quickly they can operate.
Okay.
That help?
Yeah.
All right. Literally, I think they've been hiding that they've been working on an even smaller architecture for probably a long time now. I doubt that they've only been utilizing 10 and 14 nanometer. 14 nanometer is what they've been on for the past 4 years, 5 years, dude. I don't think they would.
14?
Yeah, 14 nanometer.
And you're saying they're jumping all the way from 14 down to 4?
Yeah. I think they're going to, because they were working on 10. They were having trouble with it.
Okay.
Getting it right. But.
So you think that Intel maybe doesn't have 4 at the point where they could produce it and it works perfectly?
Yeah, I think they because they were doing it for 10 nanometer. Okay. But they kept messing up. They couldn't get it right. So I feel like at some point they made the call to just move forward and try to work on 4 nanometer.
Okay.
Ryzen already, or AMD, I just call them Ryzen, I don't know why. They have 7 nanometer down. Ryzen. Fucking damn it, dude. How do you pronounce these things? It's because they call it Zen architecture.
Okay.
And Zen 2, so I would think Ryzen,
Mm.
Yeah. With them failing 10 nanometer for a number of years now, don't you think it would be a good call for them to begin working on the next iteration? Because they'll fall behind if they continually work on something they can't get right.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
If you have a due date for each one, you still have to work on the projects that are ahead of you, or ahead of that project. You can't be late for those.
Yeah.
I think that 4 nanometer is going to drop maybe a little bit sooner than they anticipated.
So it'll be 22?
23, 22.
Okay.
As versus 2026. It's 2 years sooner.
In 6 years, it's
it's not 5 years and it's not a decade like they normally would.
That's not long in the lifespan of your life, but that's going to feel pretty long. 5-6 years from now, that's pretty far out.
Yeah, it is. You're right. And not to say that AMD won't make any improvements, but I really think Intel's clock speeds have always been on a way higher peak than AMD's ever been. Except for, like, you know, the extremists out there that, like, liquid nitrogen cooler CPUs and overclock the crap out of them, you know, trying to push them to some absurd heights, like 8 gigahertz on the good old AM4s. Those were insane. Mm-hmm. Some people really did some crazy crap with those. I'm not saying that it might not be impossible for everyone, you know, later on in the future for everyone to literally have clock speeds that high. But I think Intel will push out some things that will have clock speeds way faster than what we have now. I'm saying well over 40% of what we can push out now on a normal basis. Like 5 gigahertz is something that sounds normal now, like on an overclock for any CPU in the Intel side. Mm-hmm. I don't feel like it's unfamiliar to hear someone say, "Oh yeah, I got all my cores on 5 gigahertz." But if I hear that on an AMD chip, I'm just like, "Wait, what? It's not possible." Like, you can't even get past 4.5 on most of them, 4.6, 4.8 if you're lucky, you know. Whoosh! You know.
I mean, like, I guess, like, at the base of it for most people, because, like, there's a lot of people like you, but it's, like, of, like, the main people, like, the big population, it's, like, a small percentage who actually, like, know about all this stuff and break it all down. Basically, for, like, most of it's just, like, how fast can I run this? Is this gonna let me, like, do these multiple things at the same time? Yeah. Like, how fast, like right now, it'll be like an hour-long video. Maybe it'll take me, like 2 hours, 3 hours maybe.
Oh, to render?
To render it. Like, how fast is that can help me render videos faster?
Yeah, okay, so if I were to tell you straight up right now, AMD, if you're gonna render something on an AMD chip versus an Intel chip, the AMD chip will win by, like, a snap. Like a fucking big ass stretch. You're going to see the huge time difference. Intel will take you 15 minutes, the AMD will take you 1.
Okay.
It's like a 1 to 15 ratio. That's how much of a difference that is. It's huge. Absolutely enormous. But in terms of speeds, if you were to have that many cores from an AMD and the speed of an Intel chip, that'd be fucking dummy fast, dude. Like,
alright, let's get these last segments in because this.
It's about to die. Let's head him out.
Alright, nah. We gotta do the last. I'm gonna try and get the last segment in. Okay, let me see your phone real quick.